I'm going live.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hello everybody. This is Cameron Cooper over here at Island Reaction, and we're going to do a fun little project here, photo project, on this relaxing day. It's sunny at 75. Oh, I see my good friend has texted me here. Hang on, guys. This is going to be a slow, smooth, fun project. I got some music playing in the background, relaxing. I hope you guys can hear it. I got a important friend here that's cool. Thanks. Okay. He needs to borrow a battery charger for some reason. Something to do in his trunk of his car. So, sure, I got one been sitting in down in the cabinet there for like 2 years, year and a half at least. So, come get it. So, anyway, back to this fun project here, guys. And don't forget to subscribe and like Island Reaction here on YouTube. And so what we got here is, this is just a photo board that's framed hardwood, and this is all one piece of printing, and it's a hard board. But I have no idea who this little girl is. But anyway, they decided to get rid of it, and I acquired it at some antique shop and Goodwill. And so we're going to put our own photos on there. Now my photos, I believe these, I haven't really measured them, but these are 6x6, and the 5x5s were a little bit smaller than this, and this is 6x6. So I'm thinking that this is maybe just some weird dimension, because it's not. That was Dennis. Hey, Dennis. That's our local technician here on Island Reaction. You've seen him several times here on our channel doing some different unique items that he's got, flags and more things to come from Dennis, I hope. But nevertheless, this is slightly larger than the print, but that's fine. What we have, problem solved. We have some spray adhesive. And I hope it's not an issue with me. This is Gorilla adhesive. I didn't even know they had it. Picked it up over at the Walmart for like $4.97. And anything Gorilla, tape, glue, or otherwise, you know it's really good. So I don't have a problem buying a product from Gorilla that I've never used, because I know it's going to be awesome. So before we got the live stream going, I was just wiping this down with some clean paper towels and some alcohol, just to make sure everything's going to be working good. Now this is actually going to be I have a plan, but I'm also going to be figuring things out as I go. So I think the way to do this is, rather than spray the backs of these pictures with the adhesive and then try to get them centered up on here, squared, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and mask this off here with some painter's glue tape, which won't bother or attack this surface of the photo board. I'm going to tape this off, as well as anything else that would get spray adhesive on it when I start spraying. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my photos up over that sprayed area and put them there. But of course, I would have to remove the tape before I put the picture. That's something I got to think about. Oh yeah, that would be great. So I'm going to also have some delicious lumpia. If you watched our channel earlier, you saw my darling wife here preparing and cooking the lumpia. And I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some of these since I haven't eaten yet today. About 1 o'clock. And man cannot live on coffee alone. So I'm going to be enjoying some of that too, which I'll share along the way. But first I got to figure out my problem here. I'm thinking I was going to tape this off, spray it, and then put the picture. Because then if I spray these, then I have to hold it like this and not get the spray adhesive like that. I'm still thinking I get it taped off, spray it, take up my tape. I'll still be able to see my area and then just gently get it lined up. And it may not be perfect, but I'm not looking for perfect. Like I said, I picked this thing up at the antique store, and for, I don't know, 25 cents. And this is very nice. It's got the nice wire here, and it's from some framing. Oh. I don't think this is anybody's special made. I think this is a one-size-fits-all made in China. It's called Faces Collection from Kirkland. Well, we all know Kirkland is Costco. So this is just something for people to stick. I don't know, why would you have pictures of some little girl that you don't even know hanging in your house, unless it was for what realtors do when they stage a house and they're getting ready to flip it. This kind of stuff would be terrific. I bet Kirkland sells, or Costco sells, a lot of these kinds of things for interior design home sellers and flippers, making it look homey. So, all right, so we're going to get to taping this off. I'm going to step out of camera just a moment. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Okay. Now you take these lumpia and you dip them in some, they have lumpia sauce, which is sort of orange. And then we prefer to use this banana ketchup, and they have a spicy one. You dip it in this banana ketchup made from bananas, and it's spicy, delicious for these lumpia. Mm. Mm. Oh. Mm.
That's hot.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I didn't let that cool down enough. Very hot, burnt my mouth. To the point of blisters, I'm afraid. But I'm going to have to be patient. So, probably lumpia cooked in olive oil on your fingers when you're doing a project like this. Probably not a good combination, but now you'll have to apologize if some of the live streamers they're making comments and logging on. I'd like to say welcome to whoever's there. I can't see from here the screen with any comments. I'm assuming that, I think that's on the right-hand side of my screen. This is totally new to me doing live streaming. Matter of fact, this, I guess you can say, is my first live stream here on Island Reaction. I had no idea. I thought I'd be doing a cooking show or some singing, Sinatra or Elvis, and which we certainly will get those down the road, but I'm not quite prepared on that. I have some other equipment issues and everything. I don't really have what I need to bring that to you guys, but I look forward to it, believe me. So we're doing this project, and it's a fun one. And the weather is perfect, like 73 degrees. And out here on the Island Reaction patio studio. And so back to this. Now this thing moving is not going to be working for me. Why is it moving? Just because of that one little tiny screw on the back. I don't think that really presents an issue though. Yet. Okay, so let's see what this measures out at. I know these are 6 by 6. I don't have to measure that. But these things here are actually, I said weird, as far as photo sizes go, 4 by 4 is a square photo, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. Those are standards in photo processing. This right here is 5.5. So that right there should tell somebody that that's not really a real photo. This is made in a factory in a process. And they probably made it 5.5 for a reason. So that wasn't a standard size. I don't know. Suspicious of everything. So anyway, dust can be a little bit of an issue on any project when you're dealing with photos, and flatness with spray adhesive, but 5.5. So basically, oh, let's give a shout out there to Charles at Payline Slots. LJ and Charles. And thanks for watching. Back to my project here. I have a strong suspicion a project like this would be a lot more fun and more entertaining for me and possibly you if I had some nice adult beverages while I was doing it. But I'm fresh out right now, but doesn't mean that I'm not going to take a quick break to run down to the corner market and get some interesting and delicious adult beverages. Stay tuned for that. I'm portable. I can take you with me. I'm thinking this doesn't have to last forever. And rather than try to mask this off exactly at 6 by 6 size, this is 5.5. If I go ahead and mask it off, just roughly, I only have, let's see, a 1/2 inch, so that's 1/4 inch on each side, all the way around, that would not have spray adhesive on it if I only did the 5.5 by 5.5, mask it off like that. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of slop when I'm masking it off so that I'll eliminate some of that 1/4 inch on each of these sides. And that adhesive, it's gonna be fine. So let's get to masking this off. This is my plan. And I see there's a lot of activity. Like I said, I can't see from here the words. I'm visually impaired with nearsightedness. So, but I see a lot of activity and comments. So thanks for your comments. And continue watching. And invite someone else to watch. So let's get busy on this business. And I will show you the finished product when I'm done. And it's probably not going to take as long as I thought it would, because I didn't have any adult beverages. Had I had some adult beverages, I would have had several preparing for the live stream and getting my stuff ready. And then I would have been taking lots of breaks and have to have a cigarette with my adult beverage. And this would have already been an hour long. So I've really cut this video down enormously, shaved off minutes, possibly hours. By probably I will have more of a celebration adult beverage near the end of this. I don't know why my neighbor and friend and Island Reaction technician took off so quickly. If you saw him wearing the Tin Man hat, well, that's just something he does. It's not because it's Halloween. You at any given moment can see Dennis walking around with the Tin Man hat on, a funnel, a metal funnel. At any given moment, on any given day, it's not because of Halloween. Because he likes to have fun. What's wrong with having fun? And you can have a lot of fun here on Island Reaction if you give me a chance to get some of these, all of it, creating the websites and the logins and coming up with ideas and things like this. This is all starting from scratch, and we're newbies over here. And appreciate your patience. But we will get more fluid, more professional, and more entertaining. So you'll get more entertainment for your dollar. Not that I could never take any money from you folks. You work so hard for it. I'm going to need an assistant over here to interpret and share some of your comments because I can't see them from here. Help! I don't know what anybody's saying, and I can't really. The whole thing about a live stream is so you can do some interaction with. I can't interact with anybody.
No,
I don't know what they're saying.
I'm handling it.
Okay, it's being handled by my assistant.
I'm going to reply. Okay, you handle it.
So believe me, the replies that you see, they're straight from my heart because I've been trusting with my angelic assistant over there. Thank you, honey. You're doing a terrific job, isn't she? So that way you're getting a little bit of Island Reaction, not just me, but some extra input from our top chef at Island Reaction, as you've seen in multiple videos and more to come. I think Lumpia, wait a minute. Lumpia is going to be coming up very soon here. Hopefully by the end of today, we'd like to see Island Reaction YouTube video uploaded and ready to go for the lumpia, which is really great. The holidays are upon us. Lumpia is a great Philippine food that's used around any occasion and especially around the holidays. So pay attention to that. You'll see how to make it. It's a lot of work, but it's not complicated. It does take some time. And believe me, you won't believe how delicious they are once you've had them. I've eaten a week straight, no problem. Make as many as you can. I'll eat them for the whole week. And I do. And I don't get tired of them. The only reason I stop eating lumpia when we make a batch of them, or I should say, I occasionally help a little bit, is because we ate them all and they're all gone. It's not because I got tired of them. Like I'm supposed to be eating salads right now, and I was eating salads for a while, and then I just sort of had to take a pause because that's all I was eating for dinner. It was just salads because I did get tired of it. But I can't say that. Here's a half-naked baby. Yes, darling. Oh my goodness! Wow. What happened to your clothes? Okay, well, it's nice and sunny outside.
Come here. Over there.
All right, so
Peter, come here.
I don't think our guests. I don't think our guests can hear our music. I was trying to have some music in the background here to help enjoy this photo workshop moment. Maybe we could turn it up a little bit. So just something relaxing for you guys to listen to. So this is masked off. Excuse me. However, I'm still going to have to do some more masking because I can't get anything on this. So we got a problem. What I really need is some white tape, but I've got paper I can use. Some really white tape would have been perfect. However, don't have any. So I'm not going to waste a whole roll of tape when I can just do this. This is quick and easy. And won't take long. I'm excited about the project, but I'm excited also about this Gorilla Glue spray adhesive, I should say. I'm excited to see how this performs, since I've never even seen it before. I've used the 3M spray adhesive many times, and that's always my go-to choice. But when I went over by the arts area in Walmart, they didn't have the 3M. They had like 3 different ones, 3 different brands, and I grabbed the Gorilla 3M adhesive spray, probably in another department. But I wish I could hear your comments, and I wish they'd make it to where every time somebody makes a comment, it would audibly recite itself to me so I could hear it. I see guys, Charles and other people, and they're doing live streams, especially in the casino, and it's loud there, and you're already looking at your slot machine and whatever you're doing, and you're also trying to comment and interject and interact with the watchers. And I always thought, well, that sounds a little difficult. Well, it is if you can't see what they're saying. But even if you can see what they're saying, you're still busy doing something. And you're still busy doing something and have to stop, I would have to stop what I'm doing I guess you get better at it when you've been doing it for a while, all the time. Some of these people do this stuff every day. So that's coming along pretty good. And this is going to be transformed from some unknown little girl from Costco, Kirkland product, from a Chinese factory in China. They got Chinese factories here also. That's why I had to say from China. No offense, Chinese. Or as Rush Limbaugh likes to call them, the Chi-Coms. Gotta love Rush. Not gonna make this a political show though. But who could not listen to Rush Limbaugh and be entertained, whether you agreed with them or not? Guys, absolutely entertaining. All right, so this has come along pretty good. Masking that off, trying to talk to you guys at the same time. It didn't take too long. I hope you guys are still finding this interesting. This is not an adult beverage. This is Diet Pepsi. And very refreshing. Hang on. I got to have some more of this lumpia, guys. Excellent. Now, no, these glasses will not help me see to the screen over there where you guys are at, but they will help me read this label. For maximum strength, spray both sides. I'm not going to lift it in the air like a car or something. It's just a photo. What it weighs, like a milligram or something. It's very light. So you want to shake it up good. Gorilla Spray Adhesive. Heavy duty. Well, Gorilla says that already. You don't have to put heavy duty on there. Well, like Gorilla has a weak strength and a heavy duty strength. It's Gorilla. You buy Gorilla because you want it to hold. Now I hope this works, because once it attaches, you don't get any second chances. This isn't something I can float around and move and put something on top of it. That's probably what I should have done, being that it's the angling and everything is going to be sensitive. But I just don't like that waiting around and then it gets a bubble in it. I want to know that when I put this down, that photo on there, I press it out, I'm done. I can hang it on the wall and never touch it again. So, fingers crossed. Now, I do just want to, if you guys can actually see that there. Should have showed you that already. Simple stuff here. We're using the blue painter's tape. Doesn't leave a residue. Fills up easy. Not just for painting, it's for projects like this too. All right. Well, I'm going to have to do a little test spray out this way just to see what's my stream look like. How does it flow out before I use it on something I'm working on here. Okay. How long do I have to wait? How long do I have to wait? Oh, it says repositionable up to 10 minutes, depending on the surface type, which both of these surface types are going to be considered slick. This is a shiny slick board in the back of the Fuji Photo from Walmart. Walgreens and CVS, I don't know what they use, but they do not use Fuji film. When you go to Walmart's Photo Center, they have Fuji film. I'm telling you, there is nothing better than Fuji film when you get your photos printed out. It's like night and day. You do a side-by-side comparison. It's just unbelievable. The clarity and the colors that pop out. Fujifilm by far supreme for photo finishing. In my opinion, and I'm not a photographer or anything, but I can tell the difference. And I'm the one paying for it. Now I want to see how much I'm actually getting on here also. So I gotta get a little bit of light going here.
You want me to move the food?
No, because I'm spraying this way and I get the fan right there. So she's afraid I'm going to be getting some of this fumes and spray on my lumpia. No, because I'm going all like this. So no, I'm good. I'd even serve it to you after I do this. So
I had
who?
Laura.
Hi to Laura.
Yeah.
If I'm saying your name right. Hi, Laura. Hi. I hope I'm getting enough and not too much. And a little extra right in the center, maybe. All right, I think if I do any more than that, that's overkill. It's a photograph on photo film, for crying out loud. So I'm going to leave it at that. It doesn't have a real terrible fume to it, like any kind of aerosol spray adhesive kind of smell. Very subtle. So it does say repositionable for up to 10 minutes depending on the surface. So I'm going to get myself ready. I don't want to be peeling this tape off of here after it starts to get any kind of curing and tackiness, because then my tape, my paper, all this is just going to be a mess, and it's going to be a lot of work. So once I've sprayed my adhesive on here, I need to go ahead and remove this off of here while it's easy. The same way when you're painting and you're using masking off areas with your painter's tape, you go ahead and do your taping off, prep work, you paint it. Before that paint cures, it didn't have to be like sloppy wet, but before it's all the way cured, you go ahead and peel your tape off. It'll come off just like that. If you wait too long and it starts to cure, then you peel your tape off. You're going to also catch some paint that's already dried a little bit and peel it right off the wall with it. So remember that when you're using this painter's tape, whatever you're doing, paint or spraying or whatever, go ahead and peel it off before it dries. Simple, right? And I'm just going to be tossing this out of my way for the time being. And well, Charles wants me to sing. If I get some adult beverages in me, I guarantee you're going to hear some song. Even though I don't have any equipment, really. I've made do before, but I don't really want to do a prepared, scheduled live stream event of Sinatra or Elvis without any decent equipment. But for what I'm doing right now, I can handle that. Hi, Tracy Ford. All right, now I have to be careful not to get this anywhere that it doesn't need to be. And I don't need to get adhesive on my fingers, which I just did. But at least I'm not trying to take my contact lens out with adhesive. That would not be good. So I don't know how much. I'm not going to count on that ability to be able to reposition. I'm not counting on any repositioning. It has to be right before I put it down. Because I can tell you right now, my fingers have Gorilla spray adhesive on them right now. I'm lucky to be able to separate my finger from my thumb. It's pretty good stuff. Oops. Now, if I was to do if I wanted to make this show more interesting, like, you know, Flipping Boston on Amazon has Flipping Boston, a house flipping show, and they always have this built-in drama. Oh no! Oh, somebody knocked something over, and you know, I could stage all that stuff up and knock this drink over, and oh, I got to get my drink. I'm so thirsty. Oh, it spilled all over my photos, and now what am I going to do? And I had to make all this loud comments and drama for you guys to make you want to come back and watch another episode. But I'm not going to be silly like that. Believe me, it'll happen on its own anyway, right? So now, as you can see, looks pretty good. You can't really see the adhesive, but there's a thin layer of adhesive on each of these squares. Very tacky. Like my singing later on will be. So I'm going to get this to where somewhat, I don't want it rocking on me because it's not nitroglycerin, but once it touches, it's done. I won't be able to lift it up. Now,
They're making fun of you.
oh,
The rooster's about to.
hey, make fun of the rooster. Still make fun of me. Okay, now, I got this glue on my thumb, and now I'm trying to touch a photo.
Oh no, it's going to be your foot.
Okay. Just use a little alcohol there to keep my fingers from being tacky when I'm touching this. Okay. No, I don't need any help. I'm okay.
You want to know about the story of the rooster?
The story about the rooster?
About the leg.
How do they know he doesn't have missing one leg?
Don't.
Oh. Okay, so you want to hear the story about the rooster and the leg. He has one leg, as you've already been told. And the reason he's got one leg, let me get this photo on here. I'm just eyeballing this, as you can see. And like I said, I'm not looking for perfect, but I'm, excuse me. I'm not looking for perfect, but I am looking for decent. I don't want it to be obvious. So decent, not obvious, but I'm eyeballing this. It's that kind of project. Projects should be fun. I mean, dust is always something you're fighting. Oh, I hope I did good on that. I did good on that. Hey, so far so good. Only one more to go. And I think it's going to look terrific. How's that for a grouchy face? think that's it, folks. Little ball of adhesive right there. And now in order to get the, make sure it's flat, just like this. I do see a subtle little tiny line right there of where I peeled the tape, and there's just a tiny little line of some adhesive that's left over on the outside that's not underneath the picture. But I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to try to clean it. It's not noticeable. Probably will collect a little more dust than the rest of it. But, all right, now, wow, those glasses hurt my eyes. Not my prescription. Picked them up at an antique store. Goodwill.
Hey,
Oh, no. It's napkins. What's going on with these napkins all the time?
what's that? You know.
I found one in my salad the other night. Yeah, I'm eating my salad the other night, and I got my fork and was digging into the salad, and I pull out this big napkin, you know, a kitchen napkin for eating. And I thought, it took me a second. It didn't connect. What is this? Is it cauliflower? What is it? It was the napkin that was placed underneath the salad once it was rinsed, and put in the bottom of the bowl to soak up the moisture, the water drippings and stuff from the salad that had just been rinsed. I had no idea I was supposed to pull that out of there before I made my salad. I mean, that thing could have choked me to death. And now I just pulled one out of my soda. I think someone's trying to kill me around here. Yeah, you see who's laughing over there? I mean, you hear.
No, Charles is really funny.
So, anyway, now as you get to see this, it's very nicely constructed, even though it's made in China. And now it's got our personal photos of our little angel. And looks like $1 million. And if you'd had this made, I paid 25 cents for this at the antique store. And literally, I'm not kidding you, 25 cents I paid for this, because you buy it by the pound. And literally, this is, it's strong, but it's not heavy. Probably paid 25 cents, 50 cents top, but I'm going to say more like 25 cents. And there wasn't anything wrong with it. These pictures cost $1.44 each over at the Walmart. Fujifilm, by the way. And this is a 6x6. And it came together. I paid less than $5 for my spray adhesive. And this is a dynamite thing. If you went and actually had something like this made, you probably would be spending $40 or more.
You want to hear about the roaster?
Oh, okay. So anyway, well, the live stream's really supposed to be about this beautiful photo project here, guys. But you want to hear about the rooster and his one leg? Well, it's really not funny. But we went from one location to another location, and so we were afraid the rooster, when we got here, that he would run away. So I got some good string. It wasn't real thick. It was like I don't know how to. It's thin string, but really strong. It's a multicolored nylon kind of a string, and probably good for for packages and stuff like that. But more of a twine, but smaller than twine. But it was really strong. It was colorful. I thought, okay, well, this ought to be pretty good. So my darling wife over here, she says, well, I know how to do this tying up the rooster business, and I'm an expert at that. So I said, okay. So I got the rooster and held him, and put that special knot on there, or slip noose, slip knot kind of thing, and then we had lots of extra slack, and we could tie him up, and he was good to go. He could roam around and this and that. So I don't know how long later it was. I'm guessing several months later, Dennis, our island reaction technician, he noticed that something didn't look right about his leg with the string on it, and so we took a look. We brought him over here to the island reaction kitchen, food preparation table. We brought the rooster over here, and we did a close examination. And his skin, his rough chicken leg skin, was growing over the string, so to speak, and but not exactly. And so I started playing with it. I thought, oh, that doesn't look good. It started bleeding a little bit, and I could take the string and I could move it around. But it was on the inside, but it was moving around, and so I think it was just like on the bone. So it's inside, and the string's still strong, and it's just spinning around on the bone, on his chicken leg. So I thought, well, there was no way for me to get in there and try to cut the string off, And so I thought, I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't know what else to do, because I don't want to make him any worse. And I'm thinking, I'm expecting worse. I'm thinking, this poor thing, he might just die because of this tying him up. So I don't know how long it was after that. I'm thinking maybe a week or two after that. I got word from the neighbor, I think, that he only had one leg, and I guess we found the leg. We didn't save it. I think you're supposed to save those chicken legs or something. Claw, we're supposed to save it for like good luck or hang it or something. But there's a chicken leg right there. And but anyway, that's how he lost his leg. And I'm thinking, oh, the poor thing, his leg falls off. But he wasn't crying. I mean, he was crowing, but he wasn't crying. And so he's okay. And this was like months ago. So he's a one-legged rooster because of that. So I guess my advice would be, don't tie up your rooster, or if you tie him up, get a nice big round kind of rope, not string, something that you can't get it off, but you can get it off if you need to, and save a rooster's leg that way. So anyway, so back to my project here. I'm real happy about this. It came together. Like I said, you could probably had gone to one of these places and they offer all these blow-ups and enlargements and this and that. But if you do a little bit of creativity, you go to any of these antique stores, Goodwills, and you can find all kinds of frames, artworks, and stuff that you can recreate into your own home projects, and have some of these nice prints made out, and get yourself some little craft glue like I did from Gorilla, and you got yourself a really nice piece of wall art to share your memories and your moments. And this video was made possible by Gorilla Glue. I'm probably going to get spanked for that, I bet, by somebody. So I'm real happy with this. I'm glad I got to share it with you guys and doing it. It was sort of unplanned, but it did come together. And some of the best things just come together sometimes without a whole lot of thought or planning. And sometimes things only work out for the best if they are thought out and planned. Like maybe this, in a little while, some of this singing business. I don't think that was thought out or planned, but hey, if I have to come to the call of duty if it's been requested. I forget who mentioned it. Probably, I don't know who said something, but someone said something about doing some singing, and like I said, I'm really not prepared, but hey, I'll have some fun with it. I don't know how that's going to actually happen. How am I going to have? I'm going to have to bear with me here. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. because I have to have this another screen. I'm using this screen. The phone's too small. Sorry. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. It's just something I'm going to have to step out of camera for, and in order to make that happen. But rather than step out of camera, I could just take you guys with me, because I have to go get some adult beverages. So I'm just going to take you with me. I'm not going to get out of the car. So with that in mind, I'm going to be able to take you guys with me. So I'm going to have this one last bite of this lumpia and get ready to go. And you guys have to watch this video. It's not on there yet, but look for that lumpia cooking video from my wife here at Island Reaction. It's really going to be a great. I've seen the footage. It just hasn't been edited and put together, but absolutely doesn't get any better than this. Now, when you watch the video, she didn't do this, but I said the next time you make lumpia, you get these little tiny chili Asian peppers. They're hot. I want those diced up, cooked in the meat when you're making the lumpia, along with the carrots and the garlic and the onion. And those little Asian chili peppers in there. Now this has heat also, but those little Asian chili peppers, they have a different flavor and a more intense heat, different than this, which is more subtle and like that. I just want to try it. We've never done that, so I'd like to do that next time we make some lumpia. But don't get me wrong. Watch this video on the lumpia that's coming out, hopefully by the end of the day, and try some making some at your home yourself. Most of these items are right there in your local grocery store, except for the lumpia wrappers, which most places probably won't have one unless they have a international food aisle, because this is something that's already refrigerated. And look in your Asian areas of your food grocery store. The lumpia wrappers are something that's it's like a dough. It's a thin wrapper. Spring roll wrapper, lumpia wrapper, egg roll wrappers are thicker. Lumpia and spring rolls are basically the same word for a different word for the same thing. They're a thinner wrap, but you may have to go to an Asian market. I can't imagine anywhere you're at that you can't go to some Asian market somewhere. Pick up a pack of those lumpia wrappers. Everything else you could get at your local, Kroger grocery store or Safeway. But they also have all that stuff at Asian markets if you go there. And I'm sure our Island Reaction chef is going to put everything, all your ingredients right there for you. But watch the video, try it yourself. It's a lot of fun. And when you're cooking them, that smell, it's going to make everybody come running. So bear with me. I'm going to step out of camera for a moment, but I am going to take you with me to get some adult beverages. Be right back. I don't want to leave these out here for the flies. Now, I had to share this with you. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see this little angel right here? You getting some reflection right there? I got her a sticker book today, The stickers are for the book, but she decided to get creative, but probably because it's like around Halloween. She did this herself. Terrific job, by the way. Look at the baby with the mustache. Oh my God. Okay, come on, darling. Let's give him a close-up. Is that something? Oh my, OMG. Arr. Oh, okay, so taking you guys with me here. This was unplanned. Ay. This was unplanned. So bear with me here. I think that's okay. Something stinks in this car. It's like the interior got wet and then like it rained inside or something, but I don't know. Maybe I stepped in something. I hope not. Now, I still can't see your guys' comments, so I'm going to need my assistant to keep commenting for you guys. Okay. Hopefully that's good. I know you guys like to see the aerial view or road view, but I can't run around with that in my dash. It's too big. It's meant for portability, really. I was looking over there